Conscious? You'll see a highlight here.
Another one. That's it. I'm pulling the plug. Get out of there now.
Understood.
Yes? God damn it. Isn't that laying around? Stop singing. I lost visual. I can't see him. I can't see him. Anyone got him?
Stop that. You're embarrassing yourself.
He's gone. Looks like he made a run for it. Come in. Anybody there? Come in. We got somebody butchering people. It's trying to look like a security man, so look out, okay? Please, you need to leave now, for your own safety.
Whatever you say.
Nothing in the channels. He's not here. Hey, come out. I'm giving you a chance to back down nice and easy.
Security guard! Wait a minute, hold up! God damn, do you know anything about what's going on?
Have you seen the guys hanging around back there? Whatever's going on in there is none of...
Why aren't you listening to me? Why are you not listening to me, dipshit?
have a situation. I'll check the perimeter. Over. Nice.
Green reporting. No sign of 47 yet.
Just remember your briefing and stay on task.
Agent Green.
Oh my god. Oh no, who's that? Hold up. You there in the security... Ouch! Ow!
How the hell did he... We're done. Get out. I'm not losing any more of you.
Copy that.
clear.
You killed all of them?
They got my message. Where are you?
Diner. Up the main road.
On my way. You're hurt.
You should see the other guy. Never killed nobody before. What you did back there. You really are all Gray said you'd be. 47. He didn't suffer, did he?
He made it count.
Bruised but not broken. I'm glad. It's time we start afresh, you and me.
Get to the point.
You and your friends pulled off the impossible. You stormed the heavens, took down the untouchables, and yet, here we are. Status quo. It just goes to show, you can't fight power, Miss Burnwood. Power never dies, it only changes hands. The best you can do is claim it.
I never cared about power.
Power is a tool, Miss Burnwood. It's the thing that gets you to the thing. As the next constant, you can be the agent of change.
Transform the system from the inside, or be transformed by it.
No risk, no reward.
I'll need to think about it.
No, you won't. The real question is, what will you bring to the table?
Thornbridge Manor. The Carlyle family's home for countless generations. The Revenant Alexa Carlyle and her 3 adult children, younger brother Zachary, grandson and daughter-in-law, are all gathered to conduct Carlyle's sham funeral. Curiously, Carlyle summoned a famous London PI soon after arriving this morning, but his purpose at Thornbridge is yet unclear. Now, the target knows that you're coming, and her guard detail is top-notch. So Mr. Gray will secure their nearby field HQ and intercept all calls going in and out of the estate. Any appeal for backup is going to fall on very deaf ears. Good luck, gentlemen.
Phineas Whitmer, private investigator. I have an appointment with Madame Carlyle. Please wait.
Mr. Whitmer is here to see Madame Carlyle. You can go right in.
Maybe you should do some detecting yourself, 47.
Sir, I just need to check.
That's a bit excessive, considering the fact that I spotted no less than 2 routes to get inside the house unseen.
We know what we're doing, sir. Don't worry about that.
You shouldn't be here! Don't...
That is Alexa Carlyle, unofficial leader of the Provenance Partners, and last one to be alive.
Did you get that bird shit off the front screen of my car then?
I did, sir.
Sure about that? Maybe go make absolutely sure.
I'm certain. Already checked. Twice, sir.
Gotta keep that windscreen clean. I just thought something. I think I lost the button for my cup yesterday, probably at the graveyard. questions. The other one, why go?
Ah, you must be Mr. Whitmer. Madam Carlyle has asked me to be of assistance to you. I trust you've had a good look around. Are you ready to see the crime scene now?
I am.
Very well. If you'll follow me, sir. I feel obliged to point out that current affairs surrounding Madam Carlyle are of a delicate nature. You may be familiar with the recent announcement of her death. You will probably learn that a staged funeral is scheduled to take place tomorrow. Madam's children were not informed until this morning that their mother was in fact not dead at all. So please bear with them if they seem affected by the rather unusual situation. I trust I do not need to remind you that there will be consequences if word gets out that Madam Carlyle is still alive.
I'll consider her dead when I leave.
Before you inspect the crime scene, I will tell you this. The case concerns the death of Mr. Zachary, Madam Carlyle's younger brother. He was found dead in his bed this morning. The door was locked from the inside, and a suicide letter was found.
A locked room murder mystery, 47. I trust you'll get to the bottom of this. Why don't you use your camera to scan the dead body, 47?
Throat markings indicate a rare, short-lived plant poison killed him. Spread shows time of death at around 10 o'clock last night.
You do know your poisons, 47. Zachary was shopping for new Wellingtons last night. Not exactly what you would expect from someone suicidal.
hidden door.
It's a secret passage. This could explain how the door was locked from the inside. A photocopy of the floor plans. Somebody's been researching the secret ins and outs of Thornbridge Manor.
Sir?
How are you, sir?
I'm sure there's more to find in Zachary's room.
Gotta dig this place. Ancestral graveyard, trophy room, and the office safe is hidden. Got real soul. First on here? Yep. Yeah, it's impressive, all right.
A safe in Madame Carlyle's office. I bet that's where she keeps the file on Arthur Edwards. Zachary's suicide note. Also, a sample of handwriting. It could be relevant to compare to other samples to establish its authenticity. I believe you've done a thorough search of the crime scene, 47. Maybe it's time to see the butler. I'm curious about the information he's prepared for you.
Can't you just relax for a minute?
And that solicitor upstairs, why do you think he's here?
I think solicitors are Mother's favorite kind of people. Can't remember ever having a family event without one tucked away in a room somewhere. Due diligence always trumped the family.
I think he's here to cut us from our will. With a handsome face like that, I bet you've worked with a lot of...
I should get back to
a pin in it. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Sorry.
Look at me getting all giddy. It's like year 10 all over again. Just...
How's everything coming along, Elaine?
Very well, Mr. Fernsby.
Make sure...
Mr. Fernsby, I'm done with the crime scene.
Did you establish a time of death?
Zachary died around 10 o'clock last night.
Well, that means the staff were off duty. And Madame Carlyle and her security didn't arrive until this morning. That leaves Madame's family and myself as the only persons here when he died. And before you ask, no, I do not have an alibi. I was alone in my office at the time of death. Here's the material that I prepared for you. It's a list of the possible suspects and their quarters. Hopefully that will help you keep track of your findings. Please come and see me when you've solved the case, and I will take you to Madame Carlyle.
Mr. Fernsby?
Mr. Whitmer, you have enough evidence to present your case for Madame Carlyle?
No, not yet.
Come and see me.
So how does one solve a murder mystery, 47? Motive, means, and opportunity, I believe. May I suggest you ask the suspects for alibis? Or perhaps do you prefer searching the manor for clues first?
Patrick Carlyle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Shit, it's that sneaky butler, isn't it? He ratted me out. Elaine, give us some privacy, would you? Don't tell Mother, okay? She's really tense these days, and the last thing I need is more hassle. I took that pretty blonde, Rosie, for an evening stroll. I mean, how the fuck am I expected to cope for an entire weekend in this shithole? I'm bored out of my mind. So, is that it?
What did you think of Zachary?
Creepy as hell. No ambition. Imagine deciding to live in a museum. You know, Father says Zachary and Alexia used to be two of a kind. He had a great future ahead of him. Then suddenly, he just gave up everything. What an idiot. Thank God Daddy chose looks and brains over pedigree when he married Mummy. I don't have to worry about the inbreeding so customary in these circles. If that's all, I think I'll get...
Did you see anything suspicious last night?
No. I reckon Zachary topped himself. I know I would have. Or perhaps Mr. Fernsby. I don't like him. He could have done it.
That is the door to Mr. Fernsby's office.
Along inside. Is everything ready for tomorrow?
I can't deal with all this pretend funeral stuff just now.
Rosie, tell me what you did last night.
I'm in trouble, aren't I? I spent the evening with Patrick. We met after dinner and I went home at 1 in the morning. He said he needed someone real to talk to. When he looks at you, it makes you feel like the center of the universe. Like a real princess.
But now he just ignores her.
Well, he's under a lot of pressure.
He's an idiot. That's what he is.
Did you notice anything out of the ordinary? Any strangers outside the house?
No, we saw no one outside. Except Patrick's mother, Emma. We were sitting on the bench behind the greenhouse talking when she came out and we had to hide. You won't tell her about me and Patrick, will you? She'd insist Madame Carlyle fire me. I'm sure of it.
Too right she will. She's always going on about how things will change once she's in charge of Thornbridge Manor.
I'm getting a headache from all the decisions. I mean, pram or stroller, comforter or not.
On top of everything, Rosie thinks she's in love with young Patrick. And that would break her heart.
It can be tough sometimes.
Alexa, back from the dead.
Oh, my old bones can't take much more of this.
If they find out how efficient we can be, they'll learn, I'm afraid. We don't have any extra fuses. Ethel looked everywhere.
Have you ever heard of knocking? Well, you need to leave.
Bad news, I'm afraid. We don't have any extra fuses. Bad news, I'm afraid. We don't have any extra fuses. Ethel looked everywhere.
Got no power, no work.
So, Madame Carlyle wants a picture taken. If you were to assist with the missing fuse, I'm sure the portrait would be one for the ages.
Any moment now.
I need this shoot to happen, okay? And I need it to be perfect.
I guess we could do that.
Good. I'll finish setting up, and then we'll wrap the shoot just before you call down the band.
Good. Yeah, that's a good plan.
Hey, brah. Such a bunch of old junk. Must be 100 years old at least. I don't know how the Brits can stand it.
I don't believe for a second that Zachary committed suicide. We'd only just run through his plan for the spring seedlings yesterday.
Yes, sure. But he was upset believing his sister was dead.
I'd say worried about how things would be handled with Gregory and Emma taking over. I said they let him stay here, but Ethel was sure Emma would throw him out the first chance she's got. And now we'll never know.
Oh, my. You're pushing this hard, aren't you?
I will never again meet someone like Zachary. I can't bear to think what will happen to all his rare plants now.
Come on, Oliver. I understand why you're so upset.
Excuse me, I have to search you. Only take a minute, okay?
Mary is so upset. But she's never seen a dead body before.
Poor thing.
And that detective asked to come here.
Madame Carlyle must believe Zachary was murdered. Why else ask him to snoop around?
Weak in my knees and all this tension here.
Don't worry, I'm sure everything will settle down soon.
have been in some incredibly dangerous situations, right?
I actually...
So
Yeah, I should let you go.
Yeah, same.
Stay away from me, sir. You could get hurt.
This is Dubai all over again. God.
Mr. Guttenberg, hello. Yeah, listen. No, listen. I understand, but you need to talk to Anthony about it. Calm down. Yes, I understand. I'm sure we can come to some arrangement.
That is the door to Rebecca's room.
Weird.
What was that?
Wow. Oh, shit.
I received a bulk token for the loot of Fitzpatrick Mountain Bank. Did I understand?
I'm awesome.
Stop!
But I don't want her to get involved prematurely. Hopefully she'll never have to get involved at all. You faced great obstacles too, I know. We will persevere. In my youth to make that happen.
Check on that undertaker in charge of the funeral. I got word he's upset with Madame Carlyle. Everything's in order.
I can see from the log that Rebecca was in a conference call from 9 p.m. to midnight last night. This all confirms that Arthur Edwards stole everything from Madame Carlyle. Perhaps you should let her know how bad it is, 47. That door leads to Emma and Gregory's room.
Do I like him, or do I like the fact he's not another knuckle-dragging rugby washout? What the... Oh, isn't that yours?
Why would someone like that the rest of their life? Something I don't know, but like me.
What is it, Bernstein?
Stop acting like you're 15. You're a grown woman.
Huh? Damn, you throw like, well, me. Gotta work on that aim, my friend.
I bet he's stringing all the girls along like that anyway.
Explaining what the hell is going on.
I am getting strangely excited about this.
A keychain pendant for the greenhouse. What's that doing in Emma and Gregory's room, I wonder? And why is the key missing? Now this is interesting, 47. A letter from Emma's mother stating that Emma is the illegitimate child of Alexa's late older brother, Montgomery. And listen to this. She claims to have witnessed Alexa and Zachary murder him. The plot thickens.
Did the portrait photographer check out? You verified his identity?
I vetted him thoroughly. He's good.
Hey, how you doing?
Mother, I want to know what is going on. Not now, Rebecca. I thought I made...
Rebecca Carlyle, can you tell me about yesterday evening?
We don't really see much of each other, my brothers and I. I suppose it takes our mother's funeral to bring us together, and
Alexa
even then,
Carlyle
it's not like
here.
we sit on each other's
You
laps.
need to explain
now,
yourself.
Let's see.
I demand
Patrick,
that you return my
Gregory's
call
son,
ASAP.
disappeared straight
Sending
after
a
dinner.
junior attorney is gross
Well,
negligence
I
of
think
your
he might be in some
responsibilities,
sort of trouble.
and will have
Edward wanted to go as
consequences
well,
for your
but
company,
Gregory convinced him
and
to
you
stay for a few drinks
personally
before
as
they went
well.
off for a pint at the
I
local
will
at a
make
quarter to
sure
9.
of that. Mark
I
my
swear
words.
Gregory enjoys Edward's discomfort over staying here. I had a conference call with my New York office at 9, so I spent 3 hours on my laptop in my room and went straight to bed afterwards. I don't know about Emma. She did act a bit strange. You know, I bet she was making lists for changes needing to be done once she gets her hands on Thornbridge Manor. Quite the shock she had when Mother arrived during breakfast. Is that everything, Mr. Whitmer? I do have a lot to see to.
Tell me about Zachary. Did he act strange last night?
You know, now you mention it, he was a lot more chatty than usual. He wanted to know about my connections in the publishing business. Apparently, a friend of his is writing a book, which strikes me as very peculiar. I didn't think he had any friends. Is there anything else you want to ask me?
Anything else you feel like mentioning?
I may be wrong, but I saw Mr. Fernsby, the butler, leave Zachary's room early this afternoon. And he seemed a bit startled when he saw me in the hallway. It's probably nothing. Oh, and one more thing. Please be kind to Edward. He can only take so much.
Stop the choking right now. Maybe it's time to wake up. Help! Somebody help me! This socio...
Disappeared straight
Sending
after
a
dinner.
junior attorney is gross
No,
negligence
I
of
think
your
he might be in some
responsibilities,
sort of trouble.
and will have
Edward wanted to go
consequences
as
for
well,
your
but
company,
Gregory convinced him
and
to
you
stay for a few
personally
drinks
as
before they went
well.
off for a pint at the
I
local
will
at a
make
quarter to
sure
9.
of that. Mark
I
my
swear
words.
Gregory enjoys Edward's discomfort over staying here. I had a conference call with my New York office at 9, so I spent 3 hours on my laptop in my room and went straight to bed afterwards. I don't know about Emma. She did act a bit strange. You know, I bet she was making lists for changes needing to be done once she gets her hands on Thornbridge Manor. Quite the shock she had when Mother arrived during breakfast. Is that everything, Mr. Whitmer? I do have a lot to see to.
Tell me about Zachary. Did he act strange last night?
You know, now you mention it, he was a lot more chatty than usual. He wanted to know about my connections in the publishing business. Apparently, a friend of his is writing a book, which strikes me as very peculiar. I didn't think he had any friends. Is there anything else you want to ask me?
That's a token for a vault in the Milton Fitzpatrick London Bank. You need a pair, and you gain access no questions asked. I bet that's where Madame Carlyle keeps a copy of the Edwards file.
Gregory Carlyle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Oh, you're wondering about my alibi, Mr. Detective. Well, I left Thornbridge around 8:30 for a pint with Edward. I wish I hadn't. Quiz night at the inn. On the other hand, staying here with Zachary, my obnoxious sister, and the wife sporting another one of her headaches would have been a fate worse than death. The short of it, Zachary was very much alive when we left. I stayed for the last shout, and I was back here just before midnight. Anything else you want to pry from my intricate intellect?
Tell me about Zachary.
Zach? Huh. Such a sad old sod. A bit heavy on the bottle, but who could blame him? Only company he had was his rare plants and mother, who travels more than she stays here. Honestly, I can't say which is the bigger bore. He's better off dead. Is that all? Not very
Anything else you'd like to tell me?
Nothing, really. I'm just enjoying the show. Our perfect mother obviously fucked up, didn't she? Faking her own death. You know, she's explained nothing to us. I think she's scared to own up to her own mistake. In need of another drink, are we, Mother?
Greetings, sir.
Now Zachary won't get to see the rhododendron ferruginum blossom. They were his favorite.
I know. Oh, Oliver, I know. People all miss you, really.
It's just typical that Annie gets to help the photographer. I'm the pretty one. But work, work, work. That's all I get from Fernsby.
Make sure the edges are sharp.
Hey there.
Stand up, please. Hey. I will never again meet someone like Zachary. I can't bear to think what will happen to all these rare plants now.
Oh, come on, Oliver. I understand why you're so upset. It's such a shock to all of us.
It feels like I can't breathe in there. The tension is off the charts.
Yeah, Frank is busting our balls out here too. So 41 guests will attend the funeral tomorrow. There's still a lot of people who are in good time.
I never thought of it that way. Oh, God. It's such a big responsibility having a baby.
Things will have to change once I'm in charge.
Protect it, right? How do you even
We'll
do
just
that?
relieve
I can't do that.
as well.
I remember how it was with the first one. The ones that come after certainly are a lot less of a worry.
No.
Zachary's diary. This is big. He was about to confess to the world that he and Alexa murdered their older brother Montgomery 46 years ago. And apparently, Mr. Fernsby helped make the murder look like an accident. And 47, the handwriting doesn't match the suicide letter in his room, proving he didn't write it himself.
Painkiller.
Mr. Fernsby clearly
Lethal.
didn't
Use
commit the
enough.
murder, but I think you have enough evidence to convince Madame Carlyle he did. But not the poison used to kill Zachary. Of course, Madame Carlyle doesn't know that. Are you considering to frame the butler, 47? Maybe you should tell him you are ready to present your findings. Unless, of course, you want to do some more detecting, 47?
Anything to report?
Hello there, sir.
Yeah, hey, bro.
I'm ready to present my conclusion to Madame Carlyle.
Very well. If you'll follow me, sir.
Please stay back. Are there any gardeners outside you haven't seen before? There are a lot of them on the grounds.
This is Madame Carlyle's office. Please step
Just want to keep
inside.
Madame Carlyle safe. I'd like to know about these details.
So, Mr. Whitmer, you've reached a conclusion. Take a seat. Please, go ahead.
The butler, Mr. Fernsby, killed Zachary.
Fernsby? Oh, you've got that wrong. He would never do such a thing. He is the most loyal man I have ever met.
I found pills in his office that matches the poison that killed your brother. Furthermore, I found Zachary's notebook, half burned, in Mr. Fernsby's fireplace. It showed that Zachary intended to publish a written confession to a murder the two of you committed nearly 50 years ago. The murder of your older brother, Montgomery.
That's outrageous. We did no such thing.
No need to feign innocence. I know a killer when I see one, and my discretion is assured. The papers also described how Mr. Fernsby helped you stage the murder of Montgomery as an accident. I believe he killed Zachary not to be exposed as an accomplice to murder.
Sweet Fernsby.